So the 6x6 role that we're going to celebrate today is bus drivers. And do know, as I say this, I recognize that bus drivers are often from different unions or report to different bosses than the school folks that I'm speaking to here. But I really encourage you to connect in with your bus drivers in any way that you possibly can, respecting all the different rights that are involved in that, because it's absolutely key. The very first one of the 6x6 is flow of the day. Bus drivers and all of the rest of the folks from the schools, recognizing that children have a flow of the day. They don't just have it in the class, they have it from the moment they wake till the end of the night, and we are all part of it. We are all part of it. Bus drivers, your little chunk of the day is a huge chunk, a setting piece of what the rest of the day will look like for that child. And for some children, it can be a real game changer. So recognizing that your piece is the flow of the day and how that piece at the beginning and the end of the day really make a big difference. 2, you love your job. And I know that's a hard one to say, and we all want to love our jobs, but I'm really quite believe that people working with children, people who choose to work with children, it's important that we love our job, we love what we do, we feel that it matters. It does a whole lot. It matters. 3, you love kids. And look, this is a hard one because it's like, of course you love kids, right? You've chosen to be a bus driver. I assume that you've chosen it because you think that you would enjoy this and you'd contribute to helping children. But we have to love the ones that are the most unlovable and show us in the most unlovable ways. And if we don't are we not able to support those children, then we have to, instead of, it's easy to go like this, it's about the children, it's about the parents, it's about the schools. Or is it about something that we don't understand? Is it something that somebody else needs to change or something that we need help with? And I think that's absolutely key. Number 4 builds on that, it's relationships. If you're struggling with certain children on your bus, over and over and over again, everybody has a moment. But if you're struggling with children on the bus, a real key is the existing relationship with that child and their family. It doesn't take much. Take the extra moment to say, good morning, how are you, by name, naming the children by name, or speaking to the mom, just a moment when you drop off. Because when the moment comes that you have to have hard conversations or share something, you'd be surprised how much that relationship will be the space within what you need to communicate will resolve itself. Number 5, I believe you have to be given an opportunity to learn, and I hope that you are given that. We'll be providing some free stuff for you as ways to do it, but also have the willingness to learn. And that may honestly be a 5-minute video once a week, so it's not a huge time commitment, but there's an awful lot more than just writing a report up about behavior on the bus. And I know bus drivers don't always have the tools of, well, what do you do when a child stands up and they're not supposed to stand up, or they're yelling, or they're doing these sorts of things, and so learning about what that is telling us and why it's could be connected to stress behavior, and that there are different ways that we can look at that, not just managing the behavior, but a complete different way of looking at it through the lens of Self-Reg and what we can do about it, given the opportunity to learn about it. And number 6, every chance you have to get LinkedIn. There's 2 bus drivers I can't stop thinking about, and one was named Philip, and I say he has passed away. He was 25 years a bus driver in a remote community where I live, 25 years, never missed a day in 25 years. And he was also a cultural teacher in the community. And I have heard story after story after story about how much of a difference this man made for the children who had to bus 20 minutes to go to their high school and their junior high and high school. Really, any opportunity you can to be linked in. And the other one that I want to mention is Joe, and he's on the West Coast, and he is, for most of the children in the school, their favorite person in the whole school. And so how does he do that? It's the little tiny things, but LinkedIn. So those are the 6.